Good morning or afternoon, everybody. So this video is to go through again how to handle a bit more on online file sharing with your clients, specifically for pre-construction projects, and how you might send them via Gmail. So specifically, I'd like you to use Gmail for this, and hopefully this video will help you. So we'll start by, I'm just going to share my screen so that you can see more of what I mean. So here's Gmail. And as you can see here, what you'll want to do is compose. In the top left corner, you'll find the compose button. And let's say here you're going to put your agent's name. I'm going to use David. Oops. And then you might say Union Glen. I'm going to use Union Glen because it's a project we just recently spoke about. And so what's important is to look in this area. You see this button here with the triangle. This is how to insert files using Google Drive. And so what you can do is click that and it will actually automatically open up another box. And you can go through looking for the file if you'd like, but you can also search in this search bar and search Union Glen. Hit enter and you'll see the folder has come up. So I'll open the folder. And I've placed both just a general visual for Union Glen and then all of the maps that David just shared with us. So I might just do the visual first. How I do that is I highlight it, so I click on it, and then it says insert as drive link or attachment. You want to send it as an attachment. That way people get the file rather than having to request access to the file online, which can be annoying. You'll see that everything that is sent ends up, the files end up being at the end of the email here. So we'll do it again. Again, it's the triangle. And unfortunately, it doesn't go back to where you were, oops, it doesn't go back to where you were before. So you'll have to, again, type in Union Glen, sorry. And then this time I want the reference maps. So I've uploaded all of the reference maps that David has sent to us. If you want to send each one, you will click one and then you can press shift. So if you hold the shift button, the shift key, you'll see I can actually highlight more or less, right? So I've highlighted all of them. You can see that they're in blue. And again, I will hit attachment, not drive link, attachment, and then insert. And you'll see all of the maps are saved here. Okay, and so that's how I pretty much attach it. Okay, so I'll just let David know it's a test, and then hit send, right? On the other hand, another way that you can do it is that you can send it by, let's say that you have the files saved in your downloads. So for myself, I'm on a Mac. I use screenshots often, and you can actually drag and drop. So you see as it drags and drops, the image appears, and then I can continue doing that. So I might continue again, and just pick whichever one it is, and then drag and drop. And then again, it will show the next image. So there's a couple different options. I would say you'll have better luck with people seeing what you are sending if it's a visual that is already made. And the other one is files at the end. So it's not as easily accessed, but that's basically how it works. Again, just to go over quickly, Google Drive. If you go to your Drive, and if you have any trouble with this, you can always reach out. You'll go to your file. I put all the pre-construction projects are in pre-construction. So you can just always type that into the search bar here, pre-construction projects, and you'll find here again all of the projects, right? If it's kind of jumbled, you can click on name. That should reorganize it. So now the numbers are up top, but it's in alphabetical order. You can also do last modified. So if you're curious about what has been most active, you might, oh, there we go. side. Modified. So the most recent ones would be at the bottom here. So you see I've worked on Union Glen, Arista, 199 Church, Towns on Bayview, the Dillon, the Village, Victor Green, Nouveau, State View on the Mark, 8 Wellesley. So these are projects that we've talked about in the past 2 weeks or so. Again, you can also search in the drive for what you want. Let's say I want 199 Church, right? I'll go in there. There's this file open and it shares all this information. So let's pretend I want to send just one of these images, right? You'll see, like, let's say I want to send this view. I would right click and you can see you can either get a link. That's kind of the only option here. So you can get a link and then you'd be sending a link to somebody, which is not ideal. Another option is that you can download the files that you want. So for example, if I want this one, I can download here. So that's going into my downloads file. I would then go back to my Gmail. And then I would give it a second. I'm going to open up an email, like I'm trying to send an email again. And this time I would open up where my folder, where things are sent or downloaded. So my downloads, and then you'll see this is the view that I was looking at, right? So I drag and they drop. The nice thing about the drag and drop feature is, again, that the photo will be in the email rather than being in the bottom here. So again, if you wanted to attach it as a file where it's not a picture, how you would do that is you hit the triangle. Let's say I'm looking for that exact same image so that we can just practice a bit more. Sorry, it looks like my internet is a little bit slow. Okay, let's try that again. There. Okay, so I was looking for 199 Church. I should pull up a couple options for 199 Church. And I was looking at views, the Northwest, insert as attachment, and insert. So you see now I have two options for viewing here. I have both the image that's in the body of text of the email, and I also have the file attached as a file. So that's kind of some basics. Hopefully that's helpful. The issue why I find it's really hard to do this any other way is because I'll show you how it works. For example, this is another project that we are looking at. And you'll see here, this is from the builder. They've just given us a link, and the link is literally another Google Drive. So as you can see in this folder that they've sent us, there's so many folders and there's so many files, right? So it would be really hard to send you every single thing in an email, as you're discovering yourselves. So that's kind of why we are where we are. So I just want to give you an example of how you can make things a bit smaller for yourself, because it's a lot of information, right? And you do need to go through it so that you can weed out what's important for your client. So you kind of want to go through things and decide what's important. And if there are certain things that are sensitive, so for example, if you don't want to share your commission or anything like that, and it's on a piece of paper, you can, on a material that the builder has sent us, you can actually screenshot. So let me just give you an example. Let's go into the deposit structure. And if we look here, there's nothing here that's really sensitive, but let's say my client is only interested in 20-foot townhomes. What I can do is screenshot. Everybody's computer may be a little bit different, but basically the idea is that you're able to drag and drop and take a photo. So once I've taken a photo, it goes into my files somewhere. And again, it would be a similar idea where you would go to where your screenshots go. See, oh, hold on a second. There it is. You would find it, and you can drag and drop, right? So if you want some personal help with figuring out what's going on with your specific computer, because I'm on a Mac, I know that not everybody uses Mac, you can just reach out and I'm happy to help. Otherwise, I hope this video has been helpful, and good luck. Let me know if I can help with anything.